Another video for you people that love to get love spells done. These are 5 things that you really do not need to do whenever, if you spend money to get love work done with anybody who legitimately does the spiritual work and you need it to work. These are things that you don't want to do. The first thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to engage in any conflict or argue with the person. Okay? If you have communication with the person and you and the person talk and y'all start talking about the relationship in the past or everything that went down and all that, do not argue with the person. Be attentive and listen. Right? Be attentive, listen. I understand. Woo out the band, this and that. Like, don't argue, don't do nothing. Let them walk away reflecting on the things that they said and not reflecting on the things that you said. Okay? The second thing is to beg the person to get back with you. Do not do that. Do not beg the person to get back with you. You know what I mean? Fall back and allow the spirits to naturally bring things back into fruition. A lot of times y'all don't understand that sometimes you just got to go back to being a person's friend again. You know what I mean? Like, y'all be wanting things back immediately the way that they were, and you know, sometimes it takes time. You know, sometimes you got to relearn a person, get to know a person, both people work on themselves, so forth and so on, and then, you know, you got to become friends with that person again, be friends again. You know what I mean? And remind each other as to what made y'all attracted to each other in the first place. And initially, it's always, before there was any type of sexual intimacy or anything, there was always that friendship that actually brought the energy together. So, you know, don't be begging a person every time you talk to them. So, man, when we gonna get back together? So, when we gonna get back together? Why you don't want to be with me? When you gonna marry me? And blah blah blah. Don't do all that, because you're gonna push the person away. The third thing is, if you're blocked, don't stalk or reach out to the family asking about the target. Don't do that shit. That shit happens a lot. I've seen a lot of guys who are my clients, they do shit like that. You know, oh, I saw her cousin today and I talked to her cousin and her cousin said that she's this and blah blah blah. You think the cousin not gonna go back? You're like, man, what the fuck? Like, she trying to deal with whatever reason why she don't even fuck with you no more. So you're like, oh man, this nigga crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they gonna automatically think. Like, why are you talking to my family about me and asking questions to my family about me and stuff like that? But I've seen that happen a lot of times when I do work for people, and then they be like, man, why she ain't coming back? Because first of all, you're weird. She thinks that's weird. If she don't want to fuck with you, just fall back and don't fuck with her. You know what I mean? Like, let the spirit work on her. Like, the way that we do the spiritual work is designed so that the spirit will influence her or read in her mind so that she'll come back or he'll come back. You don't have to keep trying to force it by begging and stuff like that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna fuck up. You're gonna mess the whole shit up. And definitely don't stalk the social media. Number 4. Definitely don't stalk the social media, because nowadays people have a way of seeing who is viewing their social media. And so you don't want to do that, because I've had several clients also who have spoken to me like, oh, you know, she was on my social media today. You know, I saw her view my story today, or I did this or I did that. You know what I mean? Like, they can see it. So if you're a person, if you're undesirable and this person don't really want to deal with you like that, and they could see you like always watching their social media and blah blah blah, they're gonna get this idea in their head like, oh man, they obsessed with me, they love me, blah blah blah, they want me, blah blah blah, this and that. You're putting the power in their hands when you do that. You're putting the power in their hands, and you're letting them know that you're thinking about them and they're not thinking about you, because you're not thinking, they're not looking at your social media. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like, they're not looking at yours, but you're looking at theirs. And so everything is energy. And when you understand that everything is energy and a direction of energy and a flow of energy, then you'll understand it has to be a, it can't just be you pouring, 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 pouring. You gotta get back, give some, get back, give some. Like, it has to be a reciprocal, energetic experience. It cannot be an experience where you're just giving because that person is not going to respect you for the most part. Especially if you're stalking them on social media. That's kind of weird. People talk about people all day that do that. Um, Definitely, this one right here doesn't happen as much, but I've seen it happen amongst my clients. Some people will create a fake number and try to reach out to that person if they feel like they're not answering the phone or they're not doing something like or they're blocked. And I feel like that is worse than actually stalking a person's social media. I feel like going to the extent of creating a fake number and doing all that, you're a little crazy. You know what I mean? Because if I don't want to talk to you, just let it be. You know what I mean? Just go on about your life. Like, you're going to force me to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. Clearly, I don't want to talk to you. If I wanted to talk to you, I wouldn't have you blocked. You know what I mean? I would answer your calls. I would respond to your texts. If you go to the extent of creating a fake number to talk to me and then I found out it's you, like, how are you going to talk to me and not let me know it's you and talk about what you really want to talk about? It's impossible. They're going to find out it's you and then they're going to figure that you're fucking weird and they're not going to want to talk to you anymore. You're going to push them away anymore. So those 5 things I would not do in doing any type of love work. And the thing is I don't even I don't even do this kind of stuff, like, for real. So I don't even, like, I do it for you guys, but like for myself, I just know how to go to the spirit and pray for what I want and talk to them the way I know how to talk to them without having to really do a lot of work and spells and all that kind of stuff. I just, man, bring this is the type of person I want to be with. Who out the band? Can you bring this person to me? I want this type of person and that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go, and then if they tell me that this is gonna happen, then to protect it, I may do something, but I ain't doing nothing to make nobody do nothing. My dad always taught me. I'm not gonna even say that. That's a little crass. You know what I mean? But basically, I don't want nobody that don't want me. You know what I mean? So I'm not about to do all that. But for you guys, I'm gonna tell you for sure, that those 5 things will definitely put you in a better position. You just gotta have a strong mind, though. Y'all gotta have strong minds when y'all doing this love work and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Y'all really gotta have strong minds because a lot of y'all let y'all anxieties and y'all let y'all your fears, you let your frustrations and things like that get to you. Y'all call me. Sometimes y'all book with me just so y'all can vent, which is cool. If you're gonna pay, I'll listen to you vent. But a lot of times y'all want to project that on me. You know what I mean? Through text messages and stuff like that. I don't really appreciate that, and that's why I don't really give it any energy back. But for the most part, you want to focus on something else when you're doing these type of love works. You do a love work on a person, go do something else. You know what I mean? If you're a guy, go to the strip club or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna date nobody at the strip club 9 times out of 10. But if you need to go have some fun, you need some feminine energy or something around you, like, go do something like that. Go, go buy yourself something nice or go, you know what I mean? Go on a vacation or something like that. Like, get your mind off of it. You know what I mean? Like, because if you obsess over the work, then you're gonna bug the hell out of me, and then that's gonna make me not want to work with you. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, just I'm always responsive. I talk to everybody. 10 years in the game, I ain't never, like, I've been the same number. Everybody talking about, oh, he blocked me. I don't block nobody. I really don't. I may stop responding to you, but I ain't blocking nobody. You know what I mean? And so if you like be on some crazy shit, then yeah, I'm gonna stop responding to you. But if you chilling and you just like, yo, what's going on, bro? What I need to do? What the band? I'm gonna respond to you. I may not respond to you immediately when you message me, but I'm gonna respond to you. I got a lot of clients. I got a lot of work to do, and so I'm not always available to just sit down and be in my phone answering messages all day. But but yeah, like, if you're gonna do this type of work, you know what I mean. Just listen to the instructions of your priest, priestess, spiritual worker, warlock, witch, whoever you got doing whatever you're doing for you. And now, the thing is that y'all gotta also with this love work stuff, because it's such a big thing nowadays. Everybody wants to do work on somebody to get their love life in order. And I understand that love is a very powerful force. It is the very energy that it is the very glue of the universe, if you will. All of the atoms, the electrons and protons orbiting around each other, around a neutron, that cohesiveness of those energetic particles are what constitute love, even in the human psyche. It always goes back to an atomic level. So I understand why people are so fixated on the idea of wanting love in their life. We all want to be loved. Some of us haven't been loved the way we wanted to with our parents, and we want to have that in other connections and so forth and so on. I get it. My thing is though, if you're going to be able to either attract that to yourself or attract the person that you want to yourself, then you have to also look at yourself and think about what it is about yourself that may have pushed that person away, or think about what it is about yourself that the person didn't like. Do some self-reflection, some own healing on your own, and it may be what you need for the spirit to work with in order to show that person that you're worthy of them coming back to you or working with you or being with you in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So I hope that what I said made sense. Y'all know y'all can always click the link in the description of the video, and y'all can book a consultation with me anytime. And then message me on WhatsApp. The number on WhatsApp is 708-480-2712. You can message me on WhatsApp, and and we can talk about whatever's going on in your situation. But I encourage you to go ahead and book the consultation. That's one way to kind of like guarantee that you'll get me on the phone, because I don't just answer the phone for everybody. But I'll see y'all on the next video. Lotto